All right, guys, what's going on? Good to have you on. Good to have you in. I'm just gonna save this quick. Minus. Hopefully, you guys had a great day out there. Some good volatility today on. Coin. Just getting everything set up. Some good volatility on COIN. Both up and down. A lot of opportunity there. Wasn't really able to capitalize, but also grateful that I didn't take a huge loss because I saw a lot of people taking a huge loss out there. And those people were very, how do I say, very experienced in the markets. All right, there's that. But, yeah, guys, coin's kind of fighting back a little bit after hours as well, which is great. But, yeah, a lot of opportunity today, nonetheless, and looking for that same opportunity going into tomorrow as well, just looking for volatile plays. All right. So, again, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you traded smart, you stayed in your lane, and you traded with what you know works for you. If you have nothing that works for you, then you need to continue to study and research and continue to build your knowledge base and foundation and the criteria that you feel comfortable with. Let's do coin and TIRX. What else? I mean, not much really. TV. All right, there's that. All right. Yes, this is live. Now I'm going to go live on TikTok. All right, guys. Coin going to 344 now, just kind of slowly grinding away. 344.40 on the ask. So we'll give it a couple more seconds for people to kind of trickle on in here. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Definitely an interesting day. Definitely one of those days where you look for volatility and you kind of wait for it. But good to be back. Going into the rest of the week, guys, kind of going to get back to the regular routine, which is find the most volatile names, find the most liquid names, and be trading them. What's going on, Corky Loish Private Jet Charter? Thanks for responding to me on that idea that I had with you, or the trying to get a jet. I appreciate that, man. That helped me out for an understanding there. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys traded smart. You stayed in your lane. You keep studying and building your criteria and your knowledge base to continue to better yourself in the trading world. Today was basically a day where I tried to trade coin and TIRX and TKT and INPX today, and ended up kind of just taking a losing day. So, but I'll go ahead and explain how that happened, why that happened, and I'll go ahead and explain going forward. I'm going to kind of fix that as well. So, again, guys, kind of a lame day. I kind of expected this coming off of vacation. Generally when I come off of vacation, it's a couple of rough days. And, yesterday was a good day. Today was kind of one of those days where I had TIRX overnight and it kind of didn't pan out, and that kind of just washed me over. I didn't get anything going because of that. TIRX actually sold off and took some pretty solid losses on it, but I had to move on. So, coin, guys, 345.88. So coin, guys, went from 429 down to 310 all in about 2 hours. That was pretty incredible liquidity and volatility. That's basically a 30% short with tremendous amount of liquidity. So it's going to be one of my top watches going to tomorrow, just waiting for the thing to set up, waiting for the trade to set up. I actually got kind of stuck on this one on the way down a little bit. Go ahead and pull this chart over. All right, so here is coin, which right now we're at 347. So we basically had this huge sell-off down here to 310 within basically an hour and a half. And I kind of got some longs in here, kind of trickled out. And then I started to see this thing base, and when I saw this right there, this candle right here is where I added a little bit more. But it was basically like bottomed out, came back, then 2 candles on the 1 minute, came back, and then on 1 minute candle, we just squeezed all the shorts out. And then that was dead bottom. So, coin was basically the big volatile name, the big liquid name of the day. And that's where I'm going to trade. That's where I'm going to focus my time. It's the most volatile, the most liquid, the most percentage opportunistic, right? And so that's kind of where I got away from what I usually do. Usually I'll be trading the most volatile names, in this one where I can make the most money, the most percentage gains, and the highest amount of liquidity all in my day trading account. And then if I see setups like GSX and TIRX, I generally get into my inherited or my long-term account for those. And if I'm looking for, obviously, then like a 1 or 5 or 10 or 20-year hold, it's Vanguard for sure. So, that's kind of where, the way I trade. I have 3 different accounts. One for day trading, which is the one that I track for you guys and show you guys what's possible. Then there's one that I do for kind of a multiple day, multi-week swing trading account, which is the inherited IRA. And then anything above probably a month or 3 weeks, I'll probably be looking at in the long-term account. So that's kind of been, when I went on vacation on Thursday, I kind of tried to swing trade some names in my day trading account, and honestly, it didn't really pan out too well. I'm still working on the swing trading side of things. I'm not the best of the swing traders, but it's something that I'm trying to add to my repertoire in the future, and I'm going to continue to work on that. I know the most powerful trades are going to be the swing trades. And that's where I need to work on my game and work on consistently making more strategy and more criteria and more profitable ideas throughout my trading repertoire and things like that. So the knowledge that I have in that category, a little bit, weak compared to my day trading. But I've been crushing it in the inherited IRA. We'll just say I've been absolutely crushing it in that account. So obviously swing trading works for me. And my long-term account's killing it too as well. But, I'm always working to get better. I'm always working to kind of work on, what I'm going to do to create opportunity for the future. And I hope that you guys are kind of learning on the way that I take trades, because that's why I come on here, guys. I come on here for you guys to learn from me and the trades that I take to see where, money speaks for itself, right? So if I'm getting into a trade, I'm going to make damn well sure that I've got something that's going to, it's going to work on my side. And it doesn't always work out that way. But when I take trades, that's the idea. So, I take losers and winners, and today's the red day. But everything that I do has been consistent throughout my account challenge now, from 1,000 all the way up to 18 million plus now, and 331 business days. And so, that being said, obviously what I'm doing is working, and I'm trying to give you guys a concept of the trades that I take to give you guys an understanding of how I do this. And every day I come back to the markets and trying to create that same opportunity every single day of being profitable. And you guys being able to learn little bits and pieces from me is a huge opportunity for you guys. And not only that, but it's free. I'm going to be honest. I don't know anybody, I always say this, but I don't know anybody doing the things that I'm doing and giving you guys this opportunistic, the opportunity to watch, the trades that I'm taking throughout, or see the trades that I took throughout the day and learn from them. And there's some of the more successful students are the ones that really study my trades every single day. They come on here, they look at my trades, they analyze, why did he get long this? Where did he get long? Why did he have size? Why didn't he have size? Why was he looking at this stock? Why not the other stock? All these things, my most successful students are the ones that's the way they think. They're thinking, how can I take bits and pieces from someone who does it every single day and continue to grow upon that? And everything that I've built at normacnotrading.com is basically something that I wanted when I was going through a hard time and didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to look up to. I didn't have any of the anybody to say it's okay to lose, it's okay to go through hard times. When I lost half my net worth, I didn't have anyone to go through or go to or say that that's happened to them or realize that trading isn't easy. I mean, all these things, right, that I could tell you about. But I do this every single day, and I spend about 20 minutes, 30 minutes with you guys because I want you guys to get an understanding of what I'm doing, how I do it, between my course, between my scanners, between my free chat room, between all the mods in the room, between all the free learning concepts in my room, the free channel. I mean, look at all these channels, guys. There's tons and tons of channels you can learn from. Here's the educational training section. I can go on and on, but you guys, what's basically the similar with everybody else that are my most successful students are they put the time in, they want to learn, they want to study, they have hard work ethic, and they don't say no, they don't take no for an answer. And so I hope that you guys are learning from that. But anyways, guys, so coin, I traded it well. Out of the gates, I couldn't get executed, okay? There were so many people wanting to buy this thing that I could not get executed. I was literally sitting on the ask, I was sitting on the market buy and also had limit buys, and none of them were executing. Finally, I got executed on coin at 385.46.9, okay? So right in here on this candle, and then I ended up seeing 4 green candles in a row, and I said, I'm going to take it out before 400 because I thought that was going to be strong resistance. I took it off on the ask at 39,970 for a $28,000 winner. And then coin, I had a nice short on 5,000 shares short on coin, 396 short, 383 out for a $64,000 lockup there on coin. And then basically just kind of getting chopped out. Now here's where I took my loss on coin. So as you can see here, started to see this thing come on down, right? And right in here is where I took my size. I'm like 350, okay, we broke through that, 340, okay. I started to take my size at 338 and stopped out at 326. Now the reality is, if I was still holding that position, I'd probably be green on the day. But that's okay, and then I ended up chopping out of a couple trades, $14,000 here. Finally, I took a nice little winner there, and then I took a nice little winner after hours, 333 in, 340 out. How did I find shares to short on coin? I have trade zero. The link's in the description below if you want to use the brokerage that I used. But that was basically it. TIRX. I tried overnight, guys, and multiple accounts, and just got absolutely clobbered on this thing, guys. And I paid the price. So I know some of you guys were saying you took losses. Well, the thing is, guys, you have to trade your plan, your process, your strategy. You have to be able to understand what works for your criteria. And I have ideas every single day, but it doesn't mean you have to take them. You always have to trade with what works for you. Because if you don't have a criteria and you have data that backs up what works for you time and time and time again, then you might as well go to the casino, guys. Reality. I mean, we're not here to gamble. We're here to have an edge. We're here to have predictable trades. We're here to have, a knowledge base of concepts that work. And if you don't have it, then that's great, but don't take trades that aren't on your side and you don't have an edge, because you might as well literally go to the casino. Wait for your amount of studying and the amount of work ethic that you put in to back that up, and then build your trade into a position where that 70% of the time this thing pans out, and this is how much it pans out usually. And guys, I have so much criteria and so many different strategies that's worked for me over the years, and I continue to build on them, and that's why you see consistency with me. But it didn't happen overnight. I used to have only a couple of strategies. Then I built to 5 or 6 strategies, then 9 or 10, then 15 or 20. And now I probably have, 35, 40 different strategies that I use throughout every trading day that I look for. So, it didn't happen overnight, guys. But the thing is, you have to build that foundation, that knowledge. And I hope that by showing you some of the trades that I took, you always, every single day when I recap my trades, gives you a little bit more of that edge, a little bit more of that concept, a little bit more of that idea. And then you can build on that. As always, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat room in the link description below. My course that teaches my processes in the description below. Brokers that I use in the description below. Brokers 2 free stocks valued to $1,400. Scanners that I use, all in the links in the description below, guys. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have been crushing it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those guys on TikTok and Jamie YouTube Cam the Man. Appreciate you guys coming on Instagram Live. Shout out to the March Madness winners. So we did the March Madness giveaway yesterday. The top 3 winners between Lion and I, we did a little partnership on that, and we paid them out a total of $6,000 between 3 people, and I paid out second and third place. Second place got $2,000, third place got $1,000, and Lion paid out the first place winner, and he paid them $3,000. So that was awesome. We just do that to give back to you guys because we have the opportunity to do so, and I hope that it helps you guys in your trading career. I hope that it gives you guys that opportunity that you never had. And if anything, maybe just pays off some debt. But I know COVID's been tough, and I know we're slowly getting out of it, so hopefully that kind of helps you guys in that giveaway. And we really had no other reason besides that. So anyways, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon over here for making new videos. Cheers.